What's up, guys? Carl here, Noble Training. So I just got a phenomenal email question about valgus. Is it dangerous and should I be worried? Okay, so what is valgus? Maybe a lot of you don't know. So valgus is when your knees bow in. I actually have valgus. I got tormented all through 6th and 7th grade in middle school because of it. So what is it? So it's when your hips collapse in. Is it a hip problem? Yeah, maybe. Is it tight adductors? Yes, maybe. Is it flat feet? Yes, maybe. Probably yes to all. Varus is the exact opposite. It's when your knees bow out. So, are we concerned about it? Yes and no. When I first started, I would train with PTs and other physical therapists and other personal trainers. And this was a big, a cardinal sin. If someone had valgus, boom, stop everything, fix it. Yes and no. Of course I don't want someone coming out of a deep goblet squat and boom, driving in and out. But it does happen. You see world-class squatters, they go into a little bit of valgus when they're coming out of the hole to get up. It's common. It's not as dangerous as we first thought. However, we want to strengthen the bottoms of the feet. That's where that golf ball on your feet helps, opens up those proprioceptors. It's where taking off your shoes and training barefoot more often helps. Even just walking around your house barefoot really helps. Strengthen the proprioceptors, strengthen your feet. As you work your joints up, look at your inner thighs, your adductors. Some call them the fourth hamstring. Super big, strong muscles that pull on your pelvis so they can really pull you into that adduction, that knee collapsing position. Get a PVC pipe or a foam roller and roll your inner thighs. So I have tons of videos on it. Check it out. It's on my YouTube channel. So fix the feet, roll and get rid of trigger points and tension on the inner thighs. And then you're looking at the glutes, obviously. The engine of your body is your glute. So imagine if I'm squatting or split squatting, you'll see it in a split squat position a lot too. You'll see people cave in right away. That's not good. Strengthening the glutes in the frontal plane. So you can do crossover abduction things, clamshells, and then sagittal plane where you're working deadlifts and squats. And then even the transverse plane where you're doing like crossover step-ups, anything with rotation. So strengthen the glutes. So we're working the way up. Once you do all that, now you just become aware of it. So yes, you're fixing your foot, making sure you're not flattening your feet out. That's called foot pronation. That's no good. But that's just simply being aware when you squat or split squat to push them out. Rolling your adductors, stretching a little better, making sure your hips are mobile like they should be. That'll help. Strengthening your glutes, like isolate the glute work. That will help. And most of all, just being aware of it, thinking about not collapsing into valgus. When you talk to a lot of high school athletes, I see a lot of high school females in particular, they are more susceptible to ACL tears statistically because of the wider Q angle at the hips. Think about females bearing children, their hips are slightly wider, so they have more tendency to have more valgus problems and more ACL tears. So this is why it's vital, men and women, but especially you ladies out there, to strengthen your feet, look at the adductors, and strengthen the glutes, a lot of unilateral training, and just get stronger. And like I said, just be aware of it, and you can slowly get rid of it. Another good trick we do, we put a mini band, we put a mini band around the knees, right? He knows. That's Diesel for everyone that doesn't know. What's up, bud? We put a mini band right below or above the knees into that squat position, and we want that band to pull them into valgus. And what that does is it creates an RNT effect, meaning reactive neuromuscular training. So if someone pushes me, I push back. And that's kind of the thought process there. That band pulls me into the problem and I fight against it. So even simple things like that, again, it's creating awareness. So it's not a life sentence, not a death sentence if you have a little bit of valgus. Just think about it, strengthen your feet, roll your adductors, strengthen the glutes, give it a shot.